to share 5 tips for a productive day. And for me, that starts the minute I wake up. Getting out of bed when I originally planned to is a huge win for me. If you've got into the habit of hitting the snooze button, consider removing it. It's a simple Google search. Type the make of your phone and then how to delete the snooze button. As I said, getting out of bed on time is a small win. Starting my day on time is a victory that I appreciate. I haven't woken up full of energy for a few months now. And honestly, most mornings I would give anything to sleep in, but I usually set my alarm for a specific time with a specific reason in mind. So getting out of bed when I originally planned to is an act of courage that I know I will appreciate later on in the day. Let me know in the comments what time you usually wake up, and just in case you think I'm not an advocate for rest, just hang on to point number 5. I think that one might surprise you. I find that my day is far more productive if I start with exercise. Movement is a way that I ground myself into the day that is, as well as deal with those aches and pains that come with getting older. I'm sure I'm not alone in admitting that if there's one thing that I really am fabulous at procrastinating, it's exercise. So getting it done even before I'm wide awake helps me not to overthink it. It also helps me clear out that box in my brain, so it's not another thing that I have to carry on into my day where I've already got a whole list of to-dos. When I exercise first thing in the morning, that is a huge win for me. I'm so proud of myself when I'm done, and it's the little springboard I need to help me mentally think, yeah, today's gonna be a good day. Really, it's a good mood and a positive attitude that helps me bring the best version of myself to the day ahead. If you're sitting there thinking, how do those first 2 points actually make you productive? Don't worry, I ask myself that question all the time too. Try it for yourself. I personally don't have anything specifically scientific to justify why it works for me. It just does. But the next thing, morning pages, well, this one definitely primes my mind for the day ahead. It's been genuinely life-changing. This is a space where I dump my thoughts, fears, dreams, plans, anything I need to process before I start my day, really. It's almost like a practice round where I get to see my day before it actually happens. Or it's like a battleground where I fight through thoughts and feelings that need some processing. Or sometimes it's a reality check of where I get to pause and remind myself of what's really important. Morning pages is where I check in with myself and get real about things. This then catapults me forward into bringing the most mindful version of myself to the day ahead. I personally find that I'm more productive when I'm mindful. I can sense when I'm tired, when I'm anxious, when I'm bored, or when I'm just about to start procrastinating. Being aware and mindful helps me sometimes, not all of the times, but definitely most of the times, make the best decision for the day. Okay, I'm going to potentially sound a little bit extreme, so let's ease into it and then I'll take it to the next level. I don't check my emails until I get the most important task or tasks in the day out of the way first. Now I'm going to paraphrase something I think Tim Ferriss said, and that is that emails are other people's opinions of how you should be spending your time. Also, an email can rock me. Because my work is creative and vulnerable, I find it difficult to do my best work if my mind is elsewhere. Emails have a way of busying my thoughts, and I'm going to admit something here. I'm a shocker at multitasking. So having a clear mind is essential for me when it comes to doing my best work. Now here is where I get a little bit extreme. I don't have social media except YouTube, of course, on my phone. My phone is not for socializing or for work really. It's for emergencies only. Oh, sorry, just a second.
Hey girlfriend, how you doing?
Samantha, is this an emergency?
No, I got some time to kill. Just want to chat.
Samantha should know better. Ask anyone who knows me. It's pretty much impossible to get hold of me. And it's just because I can't multitask. The good news is though, I'm just as intense when it comes to the relationships in my life. So if I'm with a friend or with family, my phone's not on the table. I'm 100% present and bringing my best to that situation as well. So I don't know, compartmentalizing things. When I work, I work. When I socialize, I socialize. That works for me. A phone just makes it difficult for me to focus. And my work time is so so limited that I have to focus, otherwise I'm not going to get things done. So I'm a bit of a dinosaur like that, but it works for me. I know a lot of businesses require their staff to use direct messaging apps and stuff like that, so this point might not be relevant or helpful to everyone. The next thing that helps me be productive is by filling little pockets of times with things that energize me the minute that I can feel those pangs of procrastination on the horizon. It helps to know what doesn't energize me as well. For example, checking analytics, watching YouTube videos, that doesn't really relax me. I might start watching one video and before I know it, I'm watching 5. Maybe too relaxing, not something I should be doing during my working day. What does make me feel refreshed is a nap. Yeah, I think I got this one from Tim Ferriss too. I'll put on an alarm for 20 minutes and even if I don't fall asleep, after 20 minutes of just resting my eyes and letting my mind run wild or settle, I feel so refreshed. So even though I get up early, I'm a huge advocate for naps during the day. Sometimes if I've spent hours sitting behind my desk writing or editing, I find a refreshing break is a bit of a dance break. So I just pick a song that makes me feel really alive at that moment and I'll just jam in my house like no one's watching, nobody is watching. I hope nobody's watching. But there's nothing like a good dance break to get me pumped. I get that a lot of people are going back to offices now, but for everybody still rocking that work from home life, don't write off personal hygiene. Sometimes a good shower in the middle of the day can be so rejuvenating, especially a cold shower in summer. A cold shower is like 100 points on my energy scorecard. Other things that I find energizing are foam rolling, maybe doing a quick yoga, listening to a podcast, going for a walk, and painting. This month, I'm actually doing a paint by numbers challenge where I'm painting for half an hour every day. Subscribe if you'd like to see that video, which will come out at the end of the month. But here's a sneak peek of how it's impacting me so far. It sort of just sparks my imagination and rejuvenates my soul. I feel so fantastic after 30 minutes of painting. But you can watch the video in the future for more on that. The point here is that sometimes it helps to have a break and to rest. Rest looks different for all of us, and even for me, what I define as rest changes on a day-to-day basis. Let me know in the comments below when in the day you feel a bit of a slump, but for me it's usually around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and I find that by injecting something that rejuvenates me into a small little pocket of time between that time slot, man, it makes me go into the end of my working day feeling a lot more productive as opposed to sort of just fizzling out. There are systems that you could put in place to automate things. There are techniques that you could try to get the most out of your time. My goodness, there are so many things that you could implement to get more out of your day. I'm just sharing the 5 things that are working for me right now. Julep.